You're listening to Rock at Night.
Bring your mother, your brother, and your best friend. I'm gonna show you where they dance out in the street. They'll tell you all about your body heat. Not gonna talk about it, just gonna do it. Get on down, if you feel up good, now get on down.
It's a big pleasure for us to come here and to have a chatting with you because it's the first time I met you, but I read so many things about your name and about your rock and blues way.
Okay.
How long have you been in the blues rock circuit? Tell us something about your career.
I was born into the blues. I was born on the south side of Chicago. And my dad had played drums, and my big brother was playing with like Willie Dixon, Junior Wells, and Buddy Guy. So I was just born into it, you know.
What were your biggest influences?
My really biggest influence is for music is really the life, and then the musical influence it's been like from it. I mean, number one is like the father of it, all of it has been Hendrix. You know, to Buddy Guy, Albert King, Ernie Isley, Prince, even Michael Jackson, even Elvis, and Stevie Ray Vaughan, a lot of, Hall & Oates. It's just any good music is my influence, no matter what it is, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
How do you see the blues scene nowadays?
How do I see it?
In America, for example.
Well, in America, I see the blues scene. It has grown, but it also has been suppressed to a certain situation where you don't see really the link anymore. The link has been broken, so now you have other things, what they call blues, and it's really not blues because you have to live the life and really understand the blues from a different perspective. And it cannot be commercialized. It's the only music that shouldn't be commercialized as much because it's the story of life, itself,
When did you begin to play guitar?
I began around age 12, and my brother was playing drums. I wanted to play drums, and at that point, I was digging like Chuck Berry and Prince on guitar, and then I started to learn. And my dad said, "You want to hear the best guitar player that ever was? It was Hendrix."
Really?
Yeah. But, I knew all B.B. King and everything, Little Milton, and I knew all of those influences. Yeah.
Blues and Rock Press says that you are in the cross between Lenny Kravitz, Buddy Guy, Stevie Ray Vaughan, and Jimi Hendrix. It's a great level.
Yeah, that's a really great level.
What do you think about it? It's much pressure.
I'm still trying to get at one of those levels there, but... I mean, if they see a reflection of me, of them and me, I really honor that. I mean, because those are really, really amazing artists that really gave so much to the world, and really, I'm trying to do the same thing.
You were born in the south side of Chicago. How was your childhood?
My childhood was tragic.
Really?
Yes, and fun. Oh, man, yeah. Growing up in the south side of Chicago, man, it was drugs, prostitutes, pimps, gangs, shooting. It was a war zone each and every day, But it was fun. It was fun. It was fun at the same time. There was a life experience as well. And, I think I wouldn't change it all. If I had to go back and do it again, I wouldn't change it at all, because that's why I express in my music today.
We say that we saw that in the movies here about Chicago,
Yeah.
but sometimes we think that it's not true.
Yeah, well, no, wow.
So it's true.
Yeah, but it's definitely
Gangsters
true.
and-
Gangsters, yeah, everything, yeah.
Okay. You came to Europe many times. When you compare the audience here to the audience in the United States, what can you say?
Well, this audience, I remember when I first started playing, I think I hit the stage in the 80s, and, there was an all-black audience for the blues. It was in parts of Chicago, and you had that, and it was a scary audience because you really had to really play the real blues, because you couldn't fake it. And I'm not saying nothing is with different audience, but it's
Of course.
the energy and what they wanted. Like you had to hit something to make that woman go, oh God, oh Lord have mercy. You had to hit that, And when you play over in like Europe, there's more of an intellectual part that they listen to the music, because they sit back and listen, and you think that they're not enjoying it. You'd be like, are they enjoying it? And it's like they just really intellectual, tapping into your music, and it's a different way,
Of
yeah.
course.
And but when you're on stage, they're sitting down,
Right.
So there's different ways, and the audience has changed. It's the young people always love the blues, and and I hope that they continue to really grab hold of this music, because it's one of those music that transcends you over into a great deal of understanding of life. And I think it brings all of us of color together, that, we breathe the same air, we walk the same planet, we share, it brings us together. That's what I
course.
like about it.
Of course. You played with such great names as B.B. King, Coco Taylor, Junior Wells, and many others. Who's the name that had impressed you so much?
The name doesn't impress me. It's the
One of these.
all of them. I
All
mean,
of them.
Yeah, it's like, it's like, I'm gonna be honest with you. It's like your family, and you're honored to come up and be of service for your family. It's just like that. Just to be on the same stage with them, it's an honor, And I think that to being on stage with BB, Junior Wells, and Coco Taylor, and these are just parts sitting in. I wasn't their backup, but just being on stage with them and knowing them and meeting them, it's like you're home. Mm-hmm. They give you a very like you're home.
Of course.
Feeling, yeah. I'm quite sure you met BB and all of them. You know how you know how it is. It's like
I met B.B. King three or four times, and it was very
it's
such a great man.
Yeah. I mean,
very kind man, and a beautiful performance. It was the king.
Mm-hmm.
You are working on a new project called Blues for Nelson Mandela. Can you explain us the meaning of this title choice?
Well, I met a philosopher here in Paris, and he wrote a book about Nelson Mandela. And in doing this adventure and writing his book, he discovered that he had these other stories that came up from that, and he decided to turn them into lyrics. And so, he says, I want you to produce this music or create some music for these lyrics and sing them. Nelson Mandela. Now, I'm from America, so I just know about the apartheid, and I don't know anything too much about Nelson Mandela, really.
Really?
Well, not really, I know about Martin Luther King, you understand?
Of course.
I don't know too much about Gandhi, Mm-hmm. I know Martin Luther King. So I researched it and really read about the story and with his lyrics that he wrote. It brought me in deeper to learn even more about him, and it was almost the same action that took place as in America, with the civil rights movement, but it was happening in Africa, and in their own land, on their own territory, and and it was very shocking, very, very shocking indeed. So I'm honored. Right now we're still trying to have they call it a producer here to produce it, and everything. But we're still writing and putting the music around, so it's ready to go. Yeah, so I'm happy to be a part of that. And it's called Blues for Mandela because people don't know the blues played a huge role in the civil rights movement, Mm-hmm. We couldn't sing about what was going on as much, but we can express it. And a lot of those civil rights songs come from like the church and the blues, So the music played a huge, important role in the movement that people want to be free. As you can see right now, we have Donald Trump as president. But, even to move that, we have to come together, and music bring us together. I was happy and surprised to see Bob Dylan when Martin Luther King gave him I Have a Dream speech, and Bob Dylan got up. That's what we need, togetherness with the music to find equality for all the human rights. You know what I mean? So I'm happy to be a part of that with music. And that's the thing that we're supposed to, that's the correct thing what music is. And we can holler about what we have and what we're going to get and how much money we're making. Or we can holler about my baby left me or whatever. But, when it comes down to it, music is a food for humans and for us to come together.
Of course.
Mm-hmm.
Just you talk about Donald Trump. So Donald Trump is giving some blues to American people. How it was possible to be so...
He's giving nightmares. He's beyond the blues. We're at the nightmare stage.
Yes.
For all the world,
How it was possible to be so naive and believes that a very rich man would be able to fight against poverty. Why don't we see more musical protest movement against Trump as in the 60s did Dylan and Joan Baez? Are people afraid or just blasé?
People want money. That's But I don't hate Donald Trump. I think he's a human just like all of us, and but he has different specific ways that doesn't suit other people's rights, and he's in a position where he can bring people together, but he tore them apart, and I don't hate anyone. I cannot hate anyone. No human being I can never have a hate for. I may not like what he's doing. That's the problem that we have. No one is liking what he does, and a big, huge musical protest. It may be coming soon. I don't know, but a lot of artists and that's coming up. They want to make the big money, and and it's hard to go protest when you want a guy with money and you want to make all the millions. It's hard to protest, So maybe they're a little too comfortable for their own bridges.
Me too. I don't hate Donald Trump, but we are talking about, is this man able to put American great because he has any political experience?
No one man can put America great. It's the people. Our Constitution starts off with we the people. It's not we Donald Trump decides this. So we have to come together. That's what make us our country the land of the free, because it's we the people. We ended slavery. We ended the civil rights movement. We gave the women rights. We gave rights to different people who choose different choices of their sexuality. We gave rights to, human rights to everyone, which everyone deserves. But when you come and speak harm and hate to someone, you're taking people's rights away, and you're supposed to be the leader of the free world. It's unacceptable, and it shouldn't be happening. Not just it shouldn't be happening in today's time. It reminds me of us. It's kind of scary. It almost seems like World War II actions with Hitler, evil dictator type of situation. But I just pray for peace, that we all come together, and maybe I pray for peace for him, that he come to his senses. He has a beautiful family. I met his ex-wife before, and his daughter I met before at a concert. You know, they love music, and you know, I hope that some light can shine in the heart.
So let's wait and see.
Well, I don't know. We got a lot going on there right now.
Prefer to talk about music.
Yeah.
What do you think about the work of French bluesmen as Manu Lavin or Fred Chaplier? Can they be good even if they never work on the cotton fields? Very good question.
We'll have to give them the cotton fields first and let them go work in the cotton fields and see what happens. And, you know, they will have to do it for some years, you know, but they need to be good at what they do to have the blues come to them. I mean, Manu is I played with Manu, a great blues guy here in France, and, you know, really, really great cat. And, but we all have our blues, and it doesn't matter where you come from. You know, I think the story of the blues is what you didn't live and how you feel. That's the true story of the blues. What you didn't live and how you feel. And you express that through your music, and the people relate to that feeling and feel it back as well. So I'm very happy to be able to be a representative of the blues, you know, from Chicago, you know, because I have lived the story. I've came from there, you know. I was born into it, you know. Mm-hmm. It's not going to go anywhere, you know. Mm-hmm. I'm not going to be doing country music tomorrow. I love country music. I'm not going to be doing. I'm always going to wake up and feel the blues and play the blues.
In my youth, as I told you, I was born in Portugal.
Yes.
In my youth, I was very in touch with Chicago because I loved a big American band called Chicago Transit Authority.
Oh, the Chicago, yeah, the CTA.
And they have a song 25 or 64.
Oh, yeah.
With horns.
Yeah.
It was great.
Yeah.
So, how do you see your future? Have you some plans for?
Well, I just recorded a new album as well, like my project. I got some great people playing with me. The drummer is from America. He's playing tonight with me. His name is Chris Daly. Amazing drummer, and Ashim, another amazing bass player that played with some nice. Ishim, a blues artist, and we sounded good for this concert. But I just recorded my new album. It's called Butterflies and Sand, and it was produced by a British producer in Montpellier, here in France. And we use Jim Diamond on bass. And if you guys don't know Jim Diamond, he worked on the two White Stripes first album. Yeah, and it should be coming out, and it's called Butterflies and Sand, the new album. And we recorded. We're going to release like 11 of those tracks, and it's all recorded with this live feel, but really nice grooves, and it touches on the roots of the blues. Mm-hmm. I'm directly into the roots, you know. Don't touch on it. I'm directly I'm bringing the roots out through me. And they gave me this opportunity to do that. And it should be released by May or June.
Great.
Yes.
And the title is?
Butterfly and Sands.
Oh.
Yeah.
You recorded in France? Or
Montpellier. Montpellier. Yeah.
Near the beach.
yeah. It's a beautiful town down there. It was recorded at Moon Studios in Montpellier. Mm. Yeah.
It's a nice place.
Yeah.
What do you think about this big success of Joey Bonamassa?
Oh, Joe! I love Joe, man. He's a good. You know, I met him. His bass player played with me. Oui. Really great guy. I love Joe. Yeah.
Here, it's a big name in Europe.
Yeah, he's a big name in Europe. He's a big name in America. But he's been doing that, man. He's been doing that. I love Joe. Another favorite of mine is Eric Gales. You know, like those are some of my favorite, you know, blues players that's out there. Derek Trucks and all of them. Yeah.
Do you know John Shaw Taylor?
John Doe, I never met him.
She played here, and it was a big
Yeah.
success.
Oh, her, Joanne.
With a female girl.
Yes,
Beautiful girl.
Yeah, she's from England, right?
England,
Yeah,
yes,
yeah,
she's
yeah,
from-
yeah. She plays great too.
Yeah, she plays great.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
And we have another human, a beautiful lady, Anna Popovic.
Oh, Anna, yeah. I've seen her show here at the Blue Morning, the New Morning, Anna
Morning
Popovic. Yeah, yeah,
in
yeah, yeah.
Paris.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So here we are in this beautiful shop. What do you think to find a beautiful shop with all the guitars, Fender, Gibson, in a little village? It's not a town of 25 kilometers from two great towns, but just situated in a little village. It's very strange.
First of all, I would like to thank this guy, Jeremy, for bringing me here. You know, he seen me play almost about a year ago, right?
Oh, 2 years ago.
2 years ago, and we always stayed in contact, and he asked me questions, and I feel his heart is with the music, and I'm very honored that he brought me out here to play, and it's a very beautiful shop here, and it's guitar heaven, really. And the people are so wonderful here. It's guitar heaven here.
Some musicians from Nashville
Mm-hmm.
who played here told us that even in Nashville they have no shop like this.
No, I haven't seen no shop like this at all.
It's great.
Yes,
So I work, as I told you, for Florida, for Tampa, Rocket Night.
Mm-hmm.
Would you give a message to Rocket Night? Have you been in Florida?
Oh yes, I played in Miami and Sanibel and all the way up to Jackson, and I played all over Florida. Yeah,
It's a great place.
it's a fun place. They got alligators there, man. Seen a couple.
So can you give a message for all these people that...
And it's for Rocket. The message is for Rocket.
For the website.
And what's the name of the website? Rocket
Night.
Oh,
Rocket Night.
I
Can you play one?
I'm gonna send a shout out to I sent a Ladell McLin sending a shout out to Rocket Night. Thank you for the interview, and I hope it's good for you. And
Thank you very
keep
much.
on rocking the free world.
Thank you very much.
I don't know what I'm gonna play, man.
Oh, play what you want.
Yeah,
No
yeah,
problem.
yeah. When I first started hoboing down in the mountains, deep blue sea. Lord, I took my baby down from a tree. Said, please, won't you marry me? My mother told me, son, you're too young to be a man. But my dad said, get out the house. Lord, you gotta go out there and stand for something. Hoboing. Lord, my woman's not here with me today. Where she go, I don't care. Lord, I think I run behind a mountain. Maybe my baby come around one day. Lord, these blues won't set me free. I'm my mother's only son.
Thank you very much.
Oh, cool.
It was very kind of you. It was a big pleasure to come and have a chatting with you.
Thank you
Have a
very
nice
much.
concert tonight, and I hope to see you soon
Yes.
on the road.
Yes.
Thank you.
You're listening to Rock at Night.
Thanks for the intro melody. It's called Get On Down by Billy Bass Alford. Thanks.